Hello, my sewing friends. My name's Jen, and welcome to my sewing room. I have something really exciting to tell you about today, and it's this new iron. Before I tell you about this, I've got to tell you what brought me to the point where I acquired this. Well, I was unhappy with my current iron situation, and that was that I had this Oliso, which is the T something 1100, or maybe just the T 1100. This is their version where it's supposed to create a lot of steam. And these are so cool because they go up on little legs when you turn them on. Well, it wasn't giving me the shot of steam, and I called Oliso, and they kind of went through some things with me, and then they offered me a new iron for a fee because this was out of warranty. And so I said, well, thanks, but I think I'm going to explore other options. And so I already had my Sunbeam, which is here. You can see that it's got a dark blue plastic where you can see the water level, but I can't see it. This is a great iron, but yeah, I can't see the water level, and you never want to overfill your water tank with your iron, because if you do, it's probably going to leak. So here I am, disappointed that my Oliso didn't work after talking with their customer service people, and they were very nice and very accommodating, I have to say. I thought, I don't want a Rowenta. I knew that because I'd had several, and they always leaked. You know, a lot of people say that, but anyway, so I discovered Reliable. They are a company in Toronto, Canada, so they're a Canadian company, and they make all kinds of machines for the garment industry. I mean, they've got everything. They've got sewing machines, chairs, lighting, steamers. Gosh, I don't even know what else. A ton of stuff. They've been in business since 1955, and that's all they do is cater to the garment industry. So they also have a line of irons that are for home use, whether or not you just want one in your house to do your ironing, or if you're a sewer or a quilter like us. Well, I had a look at some of their models, and then I reached out to them, and they said, hey, we'd love to send you an iron. I said, that is fantastic. Well, I had some criteria as to what I wanted and what I expected in an iron, what I was looking for. And this has all but one of those things. And so let me tell you what they were. One is a big tank. I wanted a great big tank so that I could stop having to keep refilling the tank, because the tanks on irons like this are not that big, and I use a lot of steam when I sew. So I needed to keep refilling it, and I thought, I want an iron with a big enough tank that I don't constantly have to refill it. So that was a big deal to me. I wanted a really powerful shot of steam, like psh! I wanted this thing to really just to hold it up and steam something. I really wanted that. I wanted a reasonable price for a higher end iron, and I think this one has that, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then I also wanted it to be readily available for purchase nearby everybody, because I thought, well, when I talk about this on my YouTube channel, I want people to be able to go down, to their local store and buy it. So this is readily available. So the one thing that this didn't have that I really wanted was an auto shutoff feature that you could disable. Because there is nothing worse for someone sewing or quilting when you go over to your iron and you do your whatever pressing that you need to do, and then you go back and sew, and 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later you come back over and your iron has to heat up. And it takes 30 seconds. Well, in today's world, 30 seconds might be, I might as well be 30 days, really. I mean, we're upset with our phones when it doesn't respond in 10 seconds, So fortunately, irons are usually still hot by the time I get to them, and then they heat back up. So that hasn't been as big a problem, but I wanted that. And Reliable does make one, the Velocity 160, the Velocity 160 IR, that you can disable the auto off feature. And they were going to send me one of those, but then they realized they were out of stock. So they sent me this instead. I am so excited to get into this and to just, start using it. This is the Maven 120 IS, and it has a tank and the separate iron, obviously. It has 4 temperature and steam settings. That tank is 1 liter's worth of water. It will hold 1 liter, which those, I don't even know how much they hold, but I can tell you it's not a liter. It does have an anti-calc filter, which is really nice because the water, especially here at my house, has a lot of minerals in it. We have well water. This is available at Home Depot, at Bed Bath & Beyond, and Amazon here in the States. Amazon internationally, I guess. It is also available from the Reliable Corporation. I think that's a pretty reasonable price for a higher end iron. I know the Alisos are kind of right around that. And, obviously it's not a $40 iron that you go down to, your local big box store and get. It's more of a high-end, more professional iron, but that's what I wanted. Rowenta makes one like this that has the separate tank. In fact, there are several companies, I'm sure, that make them, but I've never been happy with Rowentas. I've had, I think, 3 of them, and they always leaked, and I didn't like that. So anyway, I was going to unbox this in front of you, and I decided I would go ahead and drag it out of the box because as I was doing it, it's really hard to get all this cardboard egg crate stuff out of the box. So the first thing that came out of the box was the instruction manual. These are always, always good. If you ever want to know anything about your sewing machines or your iron, anything in your sewing room, hang on to these because they are invaluable. I always can go straight to my instruction manuals and it tells me tons and tons and tons of things. So this will go over with my other manuals. And this has everything from turn it on and don't blow yourself up to ironing tips, troubleshooting, cleaning, storage. I mean, just the whole thing. The anti-scale cartridge, which was what I was talking about. That's going to be great. Here's the iron. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is the tank. Let me get it out of the plastic. And some things about the tank. It has a metal plate here. Feels like metal. Yeah, it's metal. It has this little tab at the top which turns like this. So when you have your iron sitting on this, you can turn this and it will lock the iron into place so that the iron's not going to slide. And it also has these little rubber kind of like feet. They're not really feet. They're, I don't know what you call them, stoppers. And that's so that the metal plate of the iron doesn't sit flush with right on top of this metal plate. There's the anti-calc cartridge. It's so interesting looking. I'm not sure what's in there, but kind of cool that it's got a spring right there. And you just push it down and it stays. Yay! This is the tank, and I think it slides, yeah, it slides right off like that to refill. It has a little spout here where you can just fill the water. So that's apparently a liter. And that just slides in like that. And this is the iron. I love this cord. I love that it's not an electrical cord like most electrical cords are like this one. I love that it's a fabric covered cord. I always like those. I feel like they're more flexible. And let's take that piece of paper off. Really nice sole plate. Lots of steam holes. I like that. It's very, that's a very professional kind of iron. I like that a lot. It has an LCD display, which I don't have this plugged in right now clearly, so I'll have to show that to you later. But this just sits right down here. And again, you know, these little rubber stoppers make sure that this doesn't, this doesn't touch this. And then you can turn this and it locks that in place. This does have an auto shut off and you cannot disable it, but I think it's about 10 minutes. I've looked it up and it's never one of those things that anybody ever advertises. I don't remember, but I'll let you know, because the point of showing you this and doing this unboxing today is so that I can tell you that I've got it and that I'll be using it. And then I'll tell you all the things about it, whether I like it or I don't. I can tell right now that it's got a shot of steam thing right here under the handle. And apparently it has continuous steam. All of the reliable irons have continuous steam. So I can't wait to start using this. I can't wait. So that's the Reliable 120 IS. And if you have any questions, I'm going to link some stuff down below. I'll put a link to the iron on their website. I'll put links to a few of the places that carry the iron. And whatever other information that you are curious about, I would encourage you to go to their website and check them out. Yeah, I can't wait to get into this and start using it. I think it's going to be great. I'm hoping that in a month or so I can come back and tell you, it's fabulous. So that's it for now for me. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up so that it will tell YouTube that you liked this video and maybe someone else might like it too. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you.